for gossip. Nor do I, but this is important.
I'm not interested.
This is about money.
What? Go on then.
He wants to fleece us again. What like this? God protect you. Greetings.
Wait, friend. Come in. I know you from somewhere. You must... To the staging meeting.
have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Each one of them! You can't stand up to this! Don't spare him! You call it up!
They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Apology accepted.
We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? Why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scallis, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malishov.
Our Malishov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Oh, you all stand on the same side? Against Sigismund?
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off, but it wouldn't help anything. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another grows back in its place. We'd just get another Vavak, if not worse. No, killing won't solve anything. We have to do something else to get to him. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Ah, I see. You want to blackmail Vavak?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have something on him that would put him in his place for good. Some kind of evidence.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mint Master's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mint Master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence.
All right. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian in Horshan, at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last
We'll be praying for you.
God be with you. Greetings to you, friend.
yourself, stranger. I hope.
Greetings.
If thine eyes offend thee, pluck them out. If thine tongue offends thee, cut it out. Return to God. Pray and beg him to free you from base desires. Beg him for forgiveness for being brought into this world by a woman.
You're right. God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Greetings. Good day.
You silly doggy.
Let's drink. To your health and mine. I haven't seen you.
Well groomed.
I'm in need of your services, Master Barber.
Happy to be of service. Come back any...
A cut and a shave.
Happy to be of service. I'm sorry.
I do the best I can. I'm glad to hear it. Well, when I watch their hair, I give them a head and neck massage as well, and I give their backs a proper kneading.
What are you here?
Would you up?
Maybe next.
Ugh.
And
I could use the company of...
don't worry.
I can't...
Excellent. Wonder.
I hope you enjoyed that. I like it when a man is satisfied. And come back again anytime. I'd be happy to see you. I apologize.
Women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to
May
warn
God
you
give
about
you
the
help.
greatest evil and danger on earth.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Schön, dich... Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Heute ist ein wunderschöner...
like to do something about that price?
Versuchen wir es.
How's this?
You must be... Sehr gut. I can...
If I take your exact measurements, they won't be.
That's what the last tailor said too, and look how that ended up. I can barely fit it.
to discuss the price.
Sure.
Why not?
That's more like... Aye. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Good day to you. I'll be with you in just a moment.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
My young...
Good boy.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
Just as well. I fell asleep during the sermon.
Worked out for you,
I'm
eh?
not surprised.
I'm always glad to see a returning customer.
I've been tricked
If
so
I
many
hear
times.
about the woman with 10
what you're looking.
Show me.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
That would make it more bearable. Or just...
Pears here! Delicious, juicy pears!
Nothing to your
silly doggy.
Every gaffer recruits his own crew and use virgin veins. Paul's son is out there without fixing props.
I don't have time to discuss it with Paul. You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another vet.
You can't just sack me, Stuart. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet. And now clear off. Hey, stranger. What are you doing here?
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzlin. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mill. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mine. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. I'm sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty and merciful God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I
of
ask that you
gold,
bless me
silver,
brother who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may
tin,
the holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring
metals.
his soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save his soul from
The angel of the
damnation.
Lord declared
Bring his
to
soul
Mary,
to eternal
she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of
Amen.
the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
So,
Aye. Thanks to...
how much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a...
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about hewing the face and hauling the ore to the banking corves. Over and over. Proper graft, that.
So how many cores did you mine?
That weren't a good day. Nay, but even so...
That's all I need.
If you say so.
Excuse me?
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for?
Sir Christian of Pisex sent me. My name is Henry of Scallop.
A nobleman in the... But you can't just amble around.
I just have a few questions.
The more we get... But make it snappy, man. What's it we got?
How much do you...
I'll tell you.
Can you give me a...
Sometimes, not even...
How exactly do you...
Bloody hell. You take and do...
I wonder...
That depends on how much oil...
How much did you...
Listen, kidder. Nobleman or not?
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention you're disobedient.
How but that, sir? I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts. And it was a good guy on the Feast of Sin...
Thanks.
Farewell, sir.
Foreman Samco?
I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward, my family runs mines.
Why should I care?
Sir Christian told...
I wouldn't, then I'll tell...
You should obey. You don't want him...
That I don't...
How much don't...
What is that? But... How many... I can tell you... We manage.
That's all I need.
I hope...
Christian? I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book.
I guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies.
Discrepant?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corvs of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been...
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Your story doesn't add up, Herman. We found out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir Christian.
I am not trying to do anything. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am,
How long has this been going on?
several months. Maybe half.
So Christian and I agreed to invest, so just act like nothing's going on. You don't want to scare off the people.
Yeah.
Same to you.
Braver Köter. Ganz brav.
Greetings.
Good to see you.
Mein Gott.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over there.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that.
Let Sir Christian handle it then.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the feast, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? And they like to show off. Anyway, don't you know, I work for Vavek, the Mint Master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Harry, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely.
Where can I find it?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk, but I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the Yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the Mint Master...
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me.
All right. Just Christian won't give you any trouble.
Clear as a bell, Mara.
I talked to Fett and Herm.
And?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported calves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
Well, I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
I got it.
Here. I reckon he won't be thrilled. Ask him discreet. If my guess is you could get something out when you're in this. Good luck, head.
I don't talk to armed strangers. Put the weapon away!
Greetings, Master Burek.
Nice clothes.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his...
Skallets, you say? That's where the royal mines are.
You are? Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not...
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any
God be with you.
Don't forget, and above all, mind you don't have an accident. God be with you, sir.
Bloody hot. It stinks. I reckon nobody could steal anything from here. Have you noticed any...
Nothing at all. I grabbed...
All the delivered ore is here in one place. Nothing suspicious. It looks like it must be pure silver that's going missing.
Could I? Shima.
What?
My name's Shima. You have no business being.
I'd like to ask...
I can't talk right. Meet me outside in a while. Now you better get out of here before the guards see you.
Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Well?
Who are you?
Henry.
The steward of the mint?
I'm interested in the operations of the smelter.
What would you like to know?
Have you noticed anything... Does any silver go missing?
Why should I talk to you about such thing?
I've been tasked by the nobility, and that's a serious matter. I'm not just anybody. Just the fact that I'm relying on you, a simple smelter, should be a...
Well, sir, it's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. It's all very suspicious, because if you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. Oh, but be careful.
Thank you. Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit.
You must be the snoop who's
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. Fortunately, Master Budesh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're really a nobleman? But that's... Oi! Where are you cowards running to? I'll get you! Fucking hell! You won't get me!
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver.
Not me. It's Budesh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Budesh has a secret mint in one of them.
They counterfeit coins in?
I suppose so. But what Budesh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Did Budesh ever mention...
Not in front of me, but you won't be able to ask him anything.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, the entrance to the mint is... Look here. Why are you doing...
For King Wenceslas. You may...
Now you have the map, and since I told you, I know I wanted to, you know, but I just... Please let me go, please! Stables be damned, just...
I'm quite sure you have coin.
Here, take it all. Thank you. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up. You're a good, merciful...